everybody, what's going on? Evil here, back with another Diablo 3 video. Today I'm going to be talking about materials. So by that I mean the materials. the bounty materials and your crafting materials, and what, in my opinion, is the best way to acquire them all. So first we have, obviously, your bounty ones. Well, eventually I'll get to, bounties are the best way to actually farm, obviously, all your bounty ones. Reusable parts, arcane dust, veiled crystals, and if you choose to believe or not to believe, forgotten souls. And did I mention that even though this may not seem the best way, but it is the best way that won't ever get nerfed. So for instance, the last video I had about the goblin farming, that got nerfed about a week later. So then another one will just pop up, and it will get nerfed a week later. This way, however, won't ever get nerfed, because it's been in the game for forever, and if they wanted to nerf it, they would have nerfed it already. So let's get started. So like I said, for all the bounty materials, reusable parts, arcane dust, veiled crystals, and forgotten souls, the best way, in my opinion, to attain all of these mats are by bounties. Bounties, you need to, by the way, in the bounties, you need to either join a public game, group with your clanmates, or a group with a group of friends. You need to have 4 people. That's a must. Because everybody's got to run their specific act, and then everybody does, parts of Act 5 or parts of whatever act you want. Also, you need to be using a speed farming build. Very important. On my videos, you're going to hear me, or on my guide videos and farming videos, you're going to hear me say, you need a speed farming build. That is because it's the most efficient way. So, and also lower it to a torment that you know you can speed farm. So, don't just go on tier 13 if you can't speed farm it. Hence why you see in the top corner I'm at T11. Because I know that's the best, the highest tier torment that I could go, where I can really rip through the content with 4 players in there. So, you're going to, again, adjust the volume, okay, adjust the difficulty to the best way that you can speed farm, and you need to choose that speed farming build. Once you got that all straightened out, you're obviously going to run all the bounties, and I ran one just for the sake of running one, so you didn't have to watch me run one. I just did one in Act 1. So, obviously everyone knows from the bounties, you get usually, a couple pieces of yellow gear, some gems, but the most important part is those mats right there. Reusable parts, get out of the way, arcane dust, reusable parts, veiled crystals, and your bounty. The other part is I just got these shoulders here. So, that's your forgotten soul. Unless you absolutely need the item. Then you would use said item. Sometimes you'll get 2 legendaries. So, on average, you might get maybe between 6 or 8 forgotten souls. Doesn't seem like much, but when you can do one of these with a group in like less than 3 minutes, or 3 minutes or something around that, once you do it for an hour, you've got a decent amount of mats. So, the reason I say that it's the best is because you don't just, the majority of people don't just run, a rift for blues. Nobody does that. And reusable parts, yeah, And nobody's got time. Ain't nobody got time to open all the weapon racks and armor racks. Ain't nobody got time for that shit. So that's the easiest way to. That's the one of the reasons why we do it is the reusable parts, because they can run out fast if you're not paying attention. Um, Same with the arcane dust and the veiled crystals. Although you do tend to pick up more yellows than any other type of item, so well, out of the three, because you obviously pick up more legendaries than anything else. But yeah, for those, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 items, bounties with a group, speed farming build is the absolute best way, in my opinion, that won't ever get nerfed to farm these mats. For Death's Breath, well, that's a whole different story. You can either do this with a group, or you can do it solo. Obviously, the best way to farm those is in the vault. Just farming the boss over and over and over and over and over and dying. But that sometimes, is a little boring. So, in my opinion, the best way to farm the Death's Breath is to, again, speed farming build and adjust to a torment, which you can speed farm very handily, to do normal Nephilim rifts and just go from elite to elite to elite to elite, because they usually drop between 1 and 2. The higher torment you get to, they will stop dropping 1 and usually drop 2. The other reason I say this, because in the vault, you would go into the vault and then you get some of the treasure goblins, and then you just keep farming greed over and over and over. But obviously with the rifts, you have chance to find, obviously it's not a high chance, but more goblins than you would in a vault, I guess. Maybe. Or different goblins. Say if you get a rainbow goblin, because I've never seen one in a vault, but let me know if you have. You can get a rainbow goblin, which those give you an astronomical amount of stuff. But I don't think the vault one will ever get nerfed either, so I would say it's a toss, not a toss-up, but a tie between the regular rifts and the vault boss spamming. Yeah, I mean that would pretty much be the two fastest things that probably won't ever get nerfed to farm this Death's Breath. Although I've found myself, even though I have like 700 of them, that's like plenty. I really don't need any more. It's the Forgotten Souls that are a big one for me, because these ones I just kept running bounties and I got a crap ton of them and I don't really need them. So for the Forgotten Souls, and then some of you might say, well, what about Greater Rifts, Eagle? Yeah, I guess you could speed farm Greater Rifts, but it's kind of inefficient, in my opinion. So that would be that for this little guide. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Again, I will say at the end of all my videos henceforth that if you would like to join my community, the links for our website and our Discord will be in the description below. Feel free to stop on by. Thank you guys very much, and we'll see you guys next time.